Hi guys, welcome back to another Bourbon Santa video. It's Friday! I don't know. Does that feel weird? Anyway, whatever. What we have before us is rye. Now, this is called Roaming Man. It's whiskey for the wandering spirit. Sugarlands Distilling Company. This is a Tennessee straight rye whiskey, bottled in bond, small batch, copper pot distilled rye whiskey. Now, this is actually distilled and bottled by Sugarland Distilling Company, LLC, Gatlinburg, Tennessee. It has the mash bill on the side of it, has all the information a geek like me could possibly want, okay? Mash bill, 51% rye, 45% corn, 4% malted barley. Barrels were white American oak. Number of barrels in a batch was 11. Age at bottling was 4 years, 1 month. 24-month air-dried staves went into the barrels. It was a blend of number 4 and number 3 char barrels. They were 53-gallon barrels. Average entry proof was 110. Average evaporation was 28.4%. This is a stupid amount of information. I love it. This is, of course, a 375 bottle, and this is batch number 11. So this is cool because they're making it, bottling it, everything. So it's their thing. Now, it's a barely legal rye, only 51% rye. So this puts it into the kind of the Pikesville neighborhood of ryes. So let's see. Let's jump out on this limb and see if it breaks or if it holds up. I'm in love with the amount. Okay, let me tell you right now. The reason I bought this bottle was because of the amount of information. Anyone who wants to give me this amount of information about their whiskey, I'm going to buy your bottle because that level of transparency has to be rewarded by the whiskey community. That's my 2 cents. I got off my high horse, my soapbox, whatever you want to call it. That's what I got to say about that. That's all I got to say about that. Why? Why does it? Why? Why? Of course, it's a 51% rye, okay? So, if they didn't have all this information, and you told me that this was a high rye bourbon, from the nose, I would probably believe you. There is a really good amount of green showing through. But in addition to that, there's a cola note. The rye note runs chocolate. It's very surprising. It's pretty herbal, but not green, grassy, or cut flowers herbal. It's herbal, but different than that. It's like an herb. It's more towards the grain, like the stalks that the grain's growing on, like the wheat or the corn. It's like corn stalk, the leaves. It's more that kind of herbal than flowery. I guess that's the best way to say it. This is reminding me of something else. There's something else that I've had that this is reminding me of. It smells a little bit younger than it actually is. Being 4 years, 1 month, I've had other ryes and bourbons that were in closer to 2 years old that had some similar notes to this. Not completely, not 100%. This doesn't come off super, super young, but it's familiar to those younger kinds of whiskeys. It's very grain forward, very granola forward. And then that copper pot, I can totally smell the copper pot. This like hits me with like Irish notes because I'm so used to copper pot still being the world of Irish whiskey that I can smell that copper pot. And that may be what I'm mistaking for a floral note, is that copper pot still notes with the high rye or the rye whiskey and the high corn. I'm gonna taste this thing. Oh wow, what the oh my gosh, that turned my tongue, like my tongue went into convulsions. I didn't know what I was tasting, and my brain shut my tongue off for a second. Literally, my tongue went numb. It's still a little numb right on the top. What the? Like literally numb. Like not like can't taste. Like numb. Like I'm rubbing my tongue against my teeth and I can't feel it. What the frick? That is one of the most interesting rye whiskeys I think I've ever tasted. That's like Irish whiskey meets a barely legal rye whiskey. I think if I was having this blind and you stuck this in with a Irish whiskey blind, I think I would go along with it. That could be Irish whiskey. Wow. That's insane. That's a mind... That's a mind blower right there. Okay. Notes. I'm supposed to be giving you guys notes. Caramel corn. Drizzling with caramel and molasses and salt. And there's that biscuity, shortbread, Irish cookie note. And then the rye like never comes across as rye. I mean, the only place you get any rye is on the nose. Like you can... That's hard to even say. The rye doesn't come across dominant anywhere. On the nose, on the palate. It just doesn't show up as a huge influencer here. That copper pot still put... This is literally blowing my mind because my brain is racing in 1,000 directions at once. My mouth is watering. My tongue is literally still reeling from what's just transpired. This is something else. I may put this bottle on my Irish shelf because this tastes so much like an amazing Irish whiskey that it's freaking me out. Oh man. Dark molasses, vanilla, that copper pot, the biscuity, buttery shortbread cookie. Okay, this is literally short-circuited my brain. And it's freaking me out. As you guys know, I almost never do that. But this is This is a whole nother creature, man. I've got to go grab some more of these. I wish this was in a 750 ml bottle now. This would be expensive though at 175 or 750 mLs. This is a 375 and this was $50. So this would be $100, rye whiskey, which, that's expensive rye whiskey. But holy smoke, worth every penny. I'd pay $100 for this. And I would put this up against most of my Irish whiskeys. This would fight. This would kick Conor McGregor's ass. And that's saying something. Well, I mean, he just lost recently, so maybe it's not saying that much, but oh my God. What? The end of it ends up, if you ever had flan, it ends up with that creamy, syrupy, almost flan texture. Like, what the heck? That's embarrassingly good. Shockingly good. I'm just stunned. All right, guys. Brain blown. Thanks for watching. Until next time, have a great day.